Very nice. 88.7 WSIU sound. Shout out. I got some good jams on right now. Welcome to the Kung Fu Music Lesson Podcast. That's right. We're hanging out right now. I'm going to share an idea with you guys. That's one of the lessons in the green strap as I'm cruising and jamming to this groove. So I'll give you a little freestyle with it. So basically, one of the lessons in the green strap is level number 5 out of 9 before the cycle continues. So because you got white, and this is the same coloring for the all instruments, but if it's guitar related or anything that has a strap, ukulele, bass guitar, whatever. Anyway, we have white, yellow, orange. Those 3 are the beginner stages. That's like kind of getting to beginner mediate. Once you hit orange, this is when we're getting there. We're really, okay, starting to put some things together. Okay, can do some stuff. Now we go up to the intermediate stages, red strap, green strap. This is like first year level of college right here for music. And even some some later things too for in the green strap. It's getting there. First, second year, something like that. Whatever. Depends on the curriculum. But anyway, so we're in our intermediate stages. But these intermediate stages, after the green strap, if anybody can actually accomplishes everything in there, like you can be a professional musician. You know, you have all the tools you need to really play and to even play basic jazz, be a jazz musician. Getting in there. To really, really play, you need more. We need to go to the blue strap. We need to go beyond. But still, like, everything is there that, you know, that can set you into professional land. But then the next 3 are really setting you in there for sure, which is after the green strap, we have the blue strap, then the purple, then the black. So those are the last 3, and then that's where you really cultivate your artistry, really hone in some real skills and knowledge. And then there's the master strap at the end, when you put it all together, and that's really where like high level of professionalism is. Okay, you get it. You can sight read all kinds of stuff. We play classical music, we play world music, we play all music. You've released your own album, released an EP. You know, we're playing all styles. We're doing many things. You know, all the modes of melodic minor, harmonic minor, natural minor, for example. All that stuff and all the chords that associate with it, the theory, and many things, okay? It's like you've graduated a bachelor's for sure in music school, plus other stuff that nobody would ever do in school. Like the one that finally hitting the point, thanks for sticking around, that I'm going to share right now. So green strap lesson, for those of you who stuck around and listened to me, you guys are awesome. This is something that I've never seen anywhere. So I've gone to 3 music colleges and I've studied in other places, and I studied with over 30 private teachers. I still have a private teacher right now. I'm studying with Reggie Wooten mostly. And I've never heard anybody do this stuff. So there's a lot of creative things in this program, and I feel like I've figured some serious stuff out. So this is all about finding your own unique voice. What do you actually sound like? Who are you? What is your unique special style and sound? And I want to say the Zen guitar book, this guy says like your song, right? He's like saying that you have your own song. And I think that's similar to what I'm saying. But I think, you know, I have a very practical laid out theory of getting there by ear training with emotions and light, color, and then actual relating characteristics, character traits that go along with each interval type, each chord type. Because the type of ear training that we do in the Kung Fu Music Lesson program uses emotional intelligence. It's relating every interval to a specific types of emotions, and then every chord. So that's our vocabulary. We know how to speak our emotions properly. So in the green strap, at the very end, you write your you song. And your you song comes from you figuring out your unique voice. And this is something, like I said, that I've never heard anybody do, because for me, I am just not a fan of, it doesn't matter how good somebody plays. Like when somebody sounds exactly like somebody else, even if they sound so good, I like it, but I don't respect it as much, and I'm not as excited. If somebody has a really unique sound that's exactly only their sound, I love it, because that person knows who they are, and they're not trying to be anyone else but themselves. And that's where there's zero competition in music, because each and every one of us is a brilliant person with our own special characters. It's like we all have hands and thumbs, but everybody has literally a different thumbprint. There's no two thumbprints that are exactly the same. And everybody might be playing the guitar or the piano, but there's no two people who will sound exactly the same if they're being their true self and they're actually trying to sound like themselves. So if I hear a guitar player sounding like whoever and just like that, I'm like, it's okay, and then no offense to anybody, that's my personal opinion. I'm not the all right person. That's just how I feel. But what I'm doing in education, in the world of music education and other education, is getting people to be their truest self, and many avenues get you there. So the lesson that we do to get you your you song is this: you write down 10 characteristics, traits about yourself. What's very specific to you? What kind of a person are you? And if you want to do it right now. What's specifics to you? Like, yeah, just who are you? What are at least 10 characteristic traits that are some of your pros. There's cons. You can write your cons as well. You might be flaky and just be real with yourself. Like, sometimes I'm flaky, sometimes I'm this, sometimes I'm that. Good and bad, it doesn't matter. And I'm not trying to make anything bad, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, just be real with yourself. Put your pros, cons, or just choose all your pros, or whatever you want. What's your special flavor? What's your special style? Like for me, I like to be smooth. I like to be classy. I like to be cool. I'm a funky person in general. I'm disciplined and focused, but goofy and spontaneous and creative and artistic and colorful. These are just some words. I could probably throw out 100, but let's just say those are 10, right? I write those down. Now I got to figure out what. So here, okay, so you write down the characteristic traits, and there's more to this exercise. That's just part of it. But this is all done after we've done our emotional ear training and wrote down the emotions that relate to each interval and each chord type in the green strap. The chord types in the green strap, everybody knows all the inversions for is, first off, major, minor, augmented, diminished chords. After that, major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, minor 6, minor 7, flat 5, fully diminished. I think those are the main ones. Those are that's like the main stuff you really need to play. You know what I mean? Like you can get by with that, with a lot. But not only is it just those chords, it's the scales and arpeggios associated to those chords. See? Because it's always three things. One chord is a scale, it is first an arpeggio, then has a scale that relates to it best, or many or multiple scales. So that's the whole thing. So we figure out emotionally what relates to every interval, what relates to every scale, what relates to every chord. After we've done that, we write down the characteristic traits. Now, at the very end, where we've learned all that and can actually play it, because Kung Fu Music Lessons is about proficiency, time and effort, commitment, playing. You see? Like, you don't just, sure, I'll show you the Mixolydian scale all over the whole fretboard, and the chord, the dominant 7 chord that associates with it, the blues scale that associates with it, the arpeggios that associate with it, all map out the entire fretboard, just one string at a time, for example. But we don't just do that one time. You got to do that every single day to where you're very proficient and can do it in time with a metronome. And that's just the warm-up. You just warm up. Once you know it, you just hit it real quick. Just play it once. After that, you jam for real. Here's your tools. Here's the stuff on the guitar. Here's where your notes are. This is everything. Now, create. Do whatever you want. So, I'm just saying that Kung Fu Music Lessons is about proficiency in these things. So at the very end of the green strap, when we've learned all those things and can play them proficiently in the circle of fifths and all this stuff, we do all this stuff, we write our you song. That's one of the requirements of the repertoire, which is playing. There's 5 different things. There's world rhythms you have to perform. There's songs that you love, you have to perform, you have to write. So there's like 4 songs to perform. Then there's the you song. That's the culmination of everything. And that's my favorite part. So now we write our own instrumental song. But this song is relating to who we are and those characteristic traits. Melody, rhythm, harmony, tempo, groove, style, all that applies. And you have to be able to tell me specifically, I did that melody right there because that relates to me being spontaneous. The reason it's going like that is because that's me sharing that I'm a spontaneous person. It's your you song. You write about you. So that is a lot of information, my friends. And that is, I wanted you to understand all that to getting to why we do that. But the point is, in the end, people find out what they want to sound like, and they're not trying to sound like somebody else. I want you to sound like somebody else when we transcribe music. You should do it as best as possible in every way. However, that's just for like learning something and doing something you like. But after that, when you play on your own, you write your own songs, you do your own soloing. I don't want to hear George Benson or Stevie Ray Vaughan or anyone. Like I can like pick out some of those influences, but not so over the top where it's exactly and specifically and I don't hear you at all. So I'm helping everybody find out who they are, what they sound like, and how to translate that into music. So there is no competition in music. You always sound like you, and you're always this unique thing. So yeah, that is what's up, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. And this is just one lesson, in the Kung Fu Music Lesson Program that is very beneficial and powerful, that could change the way you write your music and play in the best way, that I've never seen anyone do in any music program anywhere. And I look up curriculums and research a lot, and I try to put the best stuff in this program to make it like one of the best, most creative and most creative and holistic and I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. I know what it is. Inventive, things, programs in the world. Literally, like my goal is to help people find out who they are and how to make that sound. And that's it. Play you, and get you to be disciplined to where you truly enter levels of mastery. People don't always like when I talk about mastery, but the thing is, it's not about ego. It's just like this. It's like in Kung Fu. If you train 8 hours every day for 40 years, you are going to reach levels of mastery, whether you want to, humbly say it is that or not. It's okay. If you've done that much real training, those people must be respected. Like in the Shaolin Temple, they become the Grand Masters. It's all about time and effort. It's just about they spent so much time. And people call them masters, and they have massive respect for them, knowing how much time they've put in. So it's just about respect, and it's about reaching the highest peaks you can. But the way to do that is to play, in so many different ways. So anyway, much love to you all. I'm gonna go deliver some Kung Fu music lesson materials actually right now to Eleanor. She just got to her orange strap. Well, she's been there. I'm delivering her stuff, giving her a Christmas gift t-shirt. Yeah, she doesn't know yet. And some other things. So it's exciting. All right, have a wonderful time, whatever time it is. And yeah, hit me up if you have any musical questions, or if you guys want to try out a free lesson. If anybody wants to do one free lesson, if you're interested in this program, we can meet and see where you would be and go from there. But anyway, see you guys. Have a good one.